Now, the National Road Safety Authority has launched its 2019 Road Safety Campaign as part of its campaign to reduce road crashes during the Christmas season. Now, the campaign started in Accra under the theme, Stop Road Accidents Now, before it stops you. Now, at a gathering of commercial drivers and road safety campaigners this Tuesday, drivers were advised to stick to road safety regulations. There's more in this report.
At least 1,915 people, including more than 2,400 pedestrians, have been killed this year on Ghana's roads. That's not all. 11,520 people have been left with various injuries, some of them life-threatening. The intent of the 2019 Road Safety Christmas campaign is to heighten sensitization for safer use of the road by all categories of road users. According to the head, Engineer May Obriyeboa, this is a wake-up call to everybody that we have a shared responsibility to ensure an accident-free Christmas.
If you look at the statistics, I think that's not been well with us as a nation. Even though if you compare the number of people who have died last year as compared to this year, it's less than 1%. So we will say that then those who have died, the numbers have gone down. But still, a lot of people have been involved in crashes and injuries. And we think that a lot has to be done between now and the new year to ensure that we do not have those numbers again. Already over 1,900 people have died. And we have 2 more months to go. And we do not want to go beyond 2,000 because that has been, even though it has been stable for that number of people die, we still have to go down because we have just 1 year.
Deputy Transport Minister Titus Glover at the event said government is committed to introducing reforms. Mr. Glover mentioned the National Road Safety Commission has been transformed into a regulatory body to enhance its mandate to enforce institutional standards for road safety related activities.
Government is so much concerned about the unnecessary narratives of our road accidents, and is committed to introduce reforms in the areas of legislations, institutional and logistical capacity to help reverse this trend on our death and injuries. As part of the reforms, the National Road Safety Commission then has been transformed into a whole authority, and their mandate is to enforce institutional standards for road safety related activities and issue appropriate sanctions for non-compliance. This is in addition to the current functions of promoting road safety through education, awareness creation, and sensitization, as well as policy recommendation.
He added that there will be vigorous outreach programs running from 5th December through to 7th January 2020 with personnel from the National Road Safety Authority on major roads, transport terminals and schools, educating on safe road use.
Now, JoyNews has been speaking to some drivers and passengers at the Kaneshie Lorry Park about this situation and what they might do differently to stay safe this season. Agape Kwenu's report is read to you now.
Yao Asante is a driver who plies the Swedru to Accra route. He complains bitterly about the deplorable roads, especially from Winneba Junction to Swedru. According to him, some passengers pressure drivers into flouting road regulations. He shared his experience. Yesterday, I loaded from Accra to Swedru. At the Liberia camp, there was traffic. The passenger suggested I use the shoulders of the road instead of the right route, but I refused. They rained insult on me. After a few miles, we saw an incident on the route they suggested. I told them to be patient with the driver. Some of the instruments used by the police are also faulty and read speed limits wrongly. I was stopped by a police once due to this.
45. Police need 70.
Often, no driver wants to admit to being responsible for the accident. These ones here at the Kaneshie station blame other drivers for the situation. For the recorded accident on the road, drivers from this station have not been involved in accidents for the past 10 years. Our leaders advise us to drive cautiously.
I'll tell our friends drivers to get station. When you get station, they will teach you when we are speeding up, we have speed limits.
But ensuring safety on roads means drivers must be given regular training. GPRTU Vice Chairman Ajay Kesse says the union checks drivers to ensure they do not flout road safety regulations.
We don't wait till festivities before we do the right thing. We have our rules and regulation guiding the way drivers are to drive, the way we do things in the station. We make sure the vehicles are in good condition. We check the tires, we check every aspect of the vehicle that makes it good for traveling. We flout the rule, we have sanctions. We can decide to ban you for some time.
And passengers are not left out of the conversation.
For the driving, we don't have much problem with it, but it's the packaging of the goods in the car is one of the major problems that the passengers we do face often. Because sometimes they'll be packing the load under the seat and you will not be feeling comfortable. From here to Ejumakutu is not a small journey. On the road is the road signs and then the potholes, and then when getting to Budumbram, sometimes there's a major traffic that you don't even understand where that traffic is coming from.
I usually use the Ejumaku road and parts of the roads are bad. The Swedru to Asinfosu road is very bad. The bridge on the way to Swedru is broken, making it difficult for cars to pass on them. Even in Accra, the roads close to Kaneshie lorry station are bad. The drivers from this station usually drive with experience.
It's very bad. A town, a capital city like Accra, now still some places, potholes is very bad.
The drivers want government to fix poor roads and save lives. Kennedy Ewu applies the Kaneshie Ejumaku route. The road from Kaswa to Cape Coast needs to be dualized to reduce traffic and fatal accidents. Our leaders should monitor the works of road contractors.
Due to
the poor road construction at Liberia camp, when it rains, the roads get affected. So Christmas is just around the corner. Stay safe.